Test 1 2. I can't hear a thing. That's because that's off. Testing. 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Uh-oh.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the Hornets' Nest for today's competition between your Westfield Hornets and the visiting Cougars of Piedmont Academy. We are just about ready to get underway here, starting in the ABE Group pregame show. Brant Daughtry, Brett Taylor, and Mandy Langston on the camera, coming to you from Perry, Georgia. Brett, getting ready to start this, the second game of the year, I believe, for the Hornets, or the second home game at least.
Well, it's actually the third home game. We didn't do the last one where Westfield was victorious over Schley County, but we are here. This will be the second game. The first one at home had kind of a weird ending where the power went out everywhere about west of downtown. And so we were stuck in I think it was the second inning, so unfortunately didn't get to finish that. But we'll take a quick look at the starting lineups here for Westfield, brought to you by Synovus Securities. And leading off tonight will be in right field, number 9, Gavin Vining. DHing, number 4, Jake Canterbury. Batting third, the first baseman, number 5, Gray Brannon. Batting cleanup will be the third baseman, number 16, Cole Miller. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 11, Billy Jack Gregory. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 7, Ryan Powers. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 18, William Stringer. And batting in the 8th slot, the catcher, number 25, Noah Freeze. And batting ninth, pitching here tonight, will be number 28, Zane Childry. So those are the starting lineups for Westfield.
And now I'm going to take you through Piedmont's starting lineup. Batting first, wearing number 3, and catching will be Brody Anderson. Batting second, wearing number 16, playing shortstop, will be John Reesener. Brett wrote this down. Batting third, number 7, center fielder Cameron Mobley. Batting fourth, number 12, the first baseman Jeb Satterfield. Wearing 17, batting fifth, and starting on the mound today will be Gavin Mask. Batting sixth, wearing number 10, the third baseman Hudson Reed. Batting seventh, number 9, the left fielder David Bishop. Number 14, Tanner Locklear will be out in right field and bat eighth. And rounding out the order will be number 2, Ryan Holder, the second baseman.
So we'll take a quick break, come back after the national anthem. You're watching Westfield Hornet Baseball right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Like to stay inside the car. We can be loud and nobody tells us to be quiet.
That is a shoulder compliment.
Nobody's judging you for what you order. You can get one of everything if you want.
When you're in the truck, it's judgment free.
There's no such thing as a pretty eater.
You're a pretty messy eater.
I'm more of like a neat eater.
Glad we can eat in the car so nobody can see that. Oh my God.
How are you guys eating so slow? I'm almost done.
No, you have a giant mouth.
Houston Healthcare is an award-winning, multifaceted healthcare provider with locations throughout Houston County, including 2 hospitals, 3 urgent care med stops, Women's Center, Heart Institute, surgery and rehabilitation services, and a variety of physician practices, serving the needs of residents and patients from all over Central and South Georgia, with over 2,000 healthcare professionals committed to providing the best possible healthcare for our community. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care, closer to home.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Perry, Georgia. Westfield and Piedmont getting ready to go to battle here. The visiting Piedmont Cougars will lead off, and going through their first three again will be number 3, Brody Anderson, the catcher, number 16, John Reasoner at the shortstop, and number 7, Cameron Mobley, the center fielder.
So Zane Childry pitching here tonight, and I believe he pitched over the weekend as well for Westfield and pitched a pretty good game. So hopefully he can back that up and have another good start here for the Hornets. Again, a non-region contest between the Hornets and the Cougars of Piedmont Academy. These teams play normally twice a year, so this will be a good measuring stick. Piedmont, to be honest, is probably one of the class teams of the AA ranks. So, you'll get a good idea of how good you are, at least on today. Actually, I thought we may have, weather not very well suited for baseball, but it's actually, if the wind holds down for most of it, it's actually quite nice. It's a little chilly, but not too bad. It's not like it's going to shake your bones if you hit one bad off the end of the bat, like you have some of those bone-chilling nights. But if the wind picks up, that could be an interesting factor.
Might see that ball carry just a little bit.
Right. So, and we always know that it seems like here at the Hornets Nest, at least on the diamond, you look out there, I don't know if you can see it on your screen, to that Truist sign, that Farm Bureau sign. Normally there's kind of a power alley out there.
Yeah, that sort of left center,
right?
From the batter's perspective, that tends to be where balls fly out to.
Right. So we'll see what happens here as we're getting ready for first pitch.
So Brody Anderson will start this thing off. Childry delivers, and low, ball 1. Split the plate pretty well, just below the knees.
Right. Just a little low.
That one fouled off. Childry likes to work quickly, at least
so far.
His first 2.
Right, and I always like that for a pitcher. At least try to keep yourself in some sort of a rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully he can do that here tonight. Good curveball
nice
there.
Curveball, yep.
That's the thing you can tell for Childry so far is he seems like a pitcher who's going to try to keep the batters off balance. He's not going to probably overpower you too much, but right there's an example of it. Nice curveball, kind of caught the batter not sure of himself. There's a swing and a miss.
Fastball on the outside corner.
And that's a good start for Westfield. A strikeout to start the game, and they're looking to keep that up as Reasoner comes to bat. I didn't get to see a whole lot of the Hornets the other night. Obviously, second inning.
That one off the end of the bat, right to first base. Play made.
But I talked to Coach Champion coming in the gate about this, and I think a lot of what you'll see from Westfield as the year continues to go is just them getting into baseball form. You got to think about it. This squad, a lot of them played the B team last year, but they only got maybe 1 or 2 games last year, so they almost missed a whole season.
That one right off the end of the bat over the shortstop and into left field. That'll be a single for the center fielder, Cameron Mobley.
Good job out there for the left fielder, getting a knee on the ground, making sure that he gets it under control in the outfield, because there's probably still a lot of water out there, I would suspect.
Mm-hmm.
So you may see some skidding, and that ball had a little bit of extra hop on it as well. So keep an eye out for that on line drives to the outfield. That ball potentially skidding across.
Jeb Satterfield, big lefty, steps into the batter's box. Nice pitch.
Right. You could tell that previous batter, was that Reasoner?
Mm-hmm. Or no, Mobley.
Mobley, excuse me. He was sitting on that first pitch, and he got a pitch that he liked and drove it over the shortstop. But good job of coming back and keeping him off balance there with this first pitch.
That one off the end of the bat, gone in the opposite way, but into left field, and that will end the inning. One single given up, but other than that, no damage done. 0-0 will go to the bottom of the first. Westfield is coming up on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
Welcome back to the Hornets Nest. Getting ready for the start of the bottom of the first. Westfield going to line up this way. Gavin Vining will lead off. Jake Canterbury, the DH, will follow him, and Gray Brannon will round it out.
Right, and you see the lineup there on your screen. Again, a lot of youth, a little bit of inexperience. Really the only ones that you've got that have played in previous years probably Gray a little bit, and then Cole Miller obviously played a lot for the B team, but also played at times last year. Well, wasn't a whole lot of last year. But but you got a fresh lineup. But that's, like I said, I think that's an exciting thing for this coaching staff and for just fans, just not really knowing what to expect, but also understanding that probably going to see a different team as you get closer to region play.
Absolutely. And I've talked to you about this a little bit. I'm in a class right now, and I had to interview Coach Fitzpatrick for an assignment that I was doing, and we talked about how different this team's going to look this year. It's going to be a little bit more small ball than we've seen in the past. It's going to be not as many home runs. You're losing Michael Fitzpatrick. James Hayes is out for the year, and
right.
Losing those two is probably where your greatest power came from, but there are other guys in that lineup too. Oh, wow.
Yep. And they're winning in overtime. Looking at a little NCAA March Madness, but leading things off here will be Vining.
Yeah, Gavin Vining, big lefty. Quarterback on the football team. Looks at a ball outside.
He's the kind of guy you want to get on the base path.
Yep. He is quick.
Last Friday we saw him get on an error, and thank you.
That one caught the outside corner.
And he was really able to put pressure on the defense and get to second base, and he ended up coming around on a throwing error. So that's the kind of pressure he can put on you if he can get on base to start with.
That one outside.
Another thing that I like about what he's doing now is really working the count. I mean, 2-1, got a good eye. Some of those were close, so not wanting to offer at anything outside the zone.
Gavin Masked, the pitcher, has gone outside 3 pitches in a row, make it 4. Vining, big cut, caught nothing but air.
And he chased that one a little bit, but
looked like he was leaning back on that swing too. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I mean, we're at a tough angle here, but it looked like
it looked outside. I thought, but
right, it looked like it kind of broke around.
It was a curveball, so it might have caught that corner coming back inside. So strikeout looking, and that'll bring up Jake Canterbury. That one way inside. Canterbury ducked out of the way of it. Mask has thrown to the right-handed batter's box every pitch so far, except for that one. That one's fouled off.
Yeah, you would think that Westfield's probably going to be a lot more small ball this year as opposed to power. And they've got some guys that can run.
Mm-hmm. That one right down the middle.
And you think about Ryan Powers. You think about Gavin Vining, some of those guys. We know Cole Miller's probably got one of the biggest sticks on the team, but
that one grounded to second base. Relay is in time. So the 4-3 puts out Canterbury, and that'll bring up Gray Brannon with 2 out and nobody on. and a really good walkout song.
Mm-hmm.
Stares down the first one, spits on it.
Looked like a curveball right there. Something off speed.
That one inside, checked. Ooh. No, he said ball. Okay.
Ooh, almost got him.
That one almost hit him. Had to move out of the way of it.
So 2 outs, no one on. Westfield trying to get their first hit of the game here in the bottom of the first inning.
That one slapped. Shortstop getting in the way of it. Relay bounces, not in time, goes over to the fence. And Brandon will be safe.
I'm telling you, there's an error on the throw right there, but honestly, I think he got in the bag before he even.
I'm giving him a single.
Got there.
I'm giving him a single because he would have been safe even if the throw was made correctly.
I just think that where it was hit, no man's land. Brandon's got pretty good wheels.
Mm-hmm. So Cole Miller, like you said, probably the biggest bat coming up to the base now. The third baseman.
Gray probably has the same look as Cole had. Maybe not the same bulk.
Mm-hmm.
But he showed some speed there on that ground ball. So.
Oh, yeah. Throwback.
They're getting back
Safe.
in. Healthy lead over there at first base.
Yeah, it is. He's past that cutout.
Right.
By a good bit. Throwback.
Well, as Mr. Dale mentioned, I don't know if you could hear on the broadcast, he's got pretty good stride, so it doesn't take a whole lot for him to get back.
He is a long-legged young man.
Right.
It's a luxury I have never experienced.
I mean, he's...
And he's stealing there, and that one ripped down the third baseline, but it's going to get just a little bit foul.
About 5 yards foul.
Yep.
That's a good opportunity right there. I like the freedom that Gray had right there, just kind of eyeing the pitcher, and he was going to steal that bag, no doubt. Now right here you kind of have to be in protect mode. You may put Gray in motion.
Yeah, you could tell Gray wanted to steal there. He was getting very jumpy as Mask went into his motion. And they got that base running glove on. Seen that in the majors the last couple of years. Has made its way down to this level. That one popped up in between shortstop. Yep. Good communication, and left fielder comes in and gets it. That will sit Westfield down, and we will come back with the top of the second. Still 0-0 right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again in my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there, and he does a great job. And I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game, and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
Welcome back here to the Hornets' Nest. Still 0-0 as we move into the second inning. Your lineup will look like this for the Cougars. The pitcher, Gavin Mask, will start, then followed by Hudson Reed, the third baseman, and the left fielder, David Bishop, will round out the order.
Let's see if Childry can continue the same work he had there in the first inning.
Yep, that one, not great.
Well, it's not what you want.
He hit the other pitcher.
He did not even attempt to move out of the way.
No, I don't think he could have.
Third baseman, number 10, Hudson Reed.
Now Hudson Reed gonna come out and see if he can move his pitcher over. They're gonna get a courtesy runner for the pitcher.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher at first, number 1, Michael Joseph.
That's Michael Joseph gonna courtesy run. A little bit shorter than Mask, just a little bit. Wow. March Madness, baby.
It's already started.
Big cut and miss.
The one thing I can tell you about Childry that's promising is he's so far throwing strikes.
Yeah, he is. And at this level, that's really what you need more often than not.
Right.
Big looping curveball got him to chase.
I just sent you their lineup. Sorry.
Okay.
Just so that you could see if they had any reserves that pop in, you wouldn't have
It's
to.
like, why are you whispering? We're on
Sorry.
mics.
You're right. Runner on first base, 0-2 count.
Pickoff attempt. Throw a little bit high, but good save.
Well, he's got some height over there in Gray Brandon, so not as tall as the Piedmont first baseman, but
not many are.
He'll do. Still 0-2 though. Man. Maybe a little bit outside, but tell you what.
That's too close to look at on a 1-2.
Right. That's one where you don't want to tip the umpire. He may ring you up that close, especially Friday night.
There's that curveball served into center field. That will drop, and that'll be a single station to station. So 2 on, still nobody out for David Bishop.
Left fielder, number 9, David Bishop.
Childry just needs to settle down. Nothing hurt. Try to get that first out.
Yeah, left that curveball up a little bit too much. Squaring up to bunt. Brandon driving in, offered at that one. Nothing there.
Yeah, he missed it and offered. Brandon charging hard. And second baseman doing a good job of covering. That means the first baseman's going, or excuse me, that means the pitcher, Childry, is going to have to cover the third base line. Because Miller's got to stay at home over there on third base. I always thought maybe throwing curveballs for bunting.
Well, you're supposed to throw it up and in, right?
Right.
Throw it
Just
as hard as you can.
Try to make them pop it up or something. Something funky. Throw them off. Good bunt.
That one, yep, right down the third base line. That'll move everybody over, but they get the out at first.
It moves them over, but you will definitely take an out.
Yep.
If they're going to give it to you, you take it in that situation. You could strike the next 2 batters out and be out of the inning.
Right fielder, number 14, Tanner Locklear.
So now runners in scoring position, only 1 out. Tanner Locklear, the 8th place hitter. That one high.
And right here, you're not you don't have to give up anything if you're Childry. You got a base open. You got the bottom of the lineup coming up.
That one fouled back.
Got it past him right there. That was a little bit more heat than we've seen. Or maybe he was just late, expecting the curve. Uh-oh, they're going. We might see some fireworks here.
Tried it.
I don't know why he does it
it
against Piedmont. They all know.
Tried the old fake throwing the ball into center field play.
Told you we might see some fireworks there.
Ooh, that one served into center. Coming over, good throw, good catch, bobbled the throw, but got it in fast enough.
That was too short.
Yep. Good job covering there. So now 2 out. And now you got the 9-hole hitter.
Not deep enough on the fly.
Yep.
To get him in.
Allowed the center fielder to run up underneath it and get some good power on that throw. So now Ryan Holder, the second baseman, is the last out you have to get. Looper, right to second base. Good throw, and that will end the inning. Childry works out of some trouble, and we will go to the bottom of the second right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Houston Healthcare is an award-winning, multifaceted healthcare provider with locations throughout Houston County, including 2 hospitals, 3 urgent care med stops, Women's Center, Heart Institute, surgery and rehabilitation services, and a variety of physician practices, serving the needs of residents and patients from all over Central and South Georgia, with over 2,000 healthcare professionals committed to providing the best possible healthcare for our community. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care, closer to home.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Hornets' nest. Westfield working out of a jam there in the top of the second. Able to get out of it. Good pitching job by Jason Childry. Or, not
No.
Jason.
Zane Childry.
Zane, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, that's an example right there. Calm yourself. Still pitch to contact. You took the out on the sacrifice bunt, which is a good play from Piedmont. It's a textbook what you need, but Westfield, from their perspective, will take the out, and now let's try to get 2, and that's what they did. Got a short fly ball out to center field, not far enough out there to advance the runner from third, and then a ground ball. You were dealing with the bottom of the lineup, and you worked around it. That's exactly what good pitching does.
So leading off for Westfield in the bottom of the second will be the left fielder, Billy Jack Gregory.
And here's some more speed for Westfield.
That one fouled off, trying to pull that down the line.
In on his hands. He barely got the handle on that thing.
Shook off a couple of pitches there, and Billy Jack fouls one off his foot. That was weird. Mask shook off 2 or 3 signs there.
Right. I'm trying to pick up if the coach is calling. It doesn't look like the coach is giving any signal. That's purely
he's looking dead at the catcher.
Right.
Ooh, chased that one way outside. Kind of a half-hearted swing to sit down Billy Jack.
Yeah, right there. Got to be a little bit more disciplined at the plate. He kind of gave a couple ball swings, if you will.
And that'll bring up Ryan Powers, the shortstop. Foul ball straight back. Tell you what, I came out here and watched practice a couple of days ago, and watching Ryan do some fielding drills is impressive to watch. He's really, really good at that shortstop spot. He's a fluid athlete. Inside, almost hit him. That one outside, fouled back. Now looking at a 1-2 count.
Low, I guess.
Low, yeah, that one had to be low because it it was right down the middle. So I'm going to say low. Evened up the count, though. Ooh, tied him up on the inside. Another swing and strikeout. And William Stringer, the last hope for the Hornets in this half inning.
Center fielder, number 18, Will Stringer.
Stringer from that lefty batter's box. He's got some speed. Obviously, he's the center fielder.
Shortstop playing really deep.
Yeah, he is. That one way up and outside. Stringer's the type of guy that, you know, he doesn't have to hit it very hard as long as it can roll a little bit. He's got a chance to make it to first base.
Yep.
Looping curveball didn't get back in.
Yeah, catcher kind of helped pull it in at the end.
Ooh, big cut. And another one coming up empty. Westfield has not made any good contact this half inning. That one fouled and grounded backwards.
Deuce is wild on the board.
Mm-hmm. Fouled back again.
It's a good job of staying alive right there, just trying to get the ball in play somehow. Dug that one out.
Yep. Doing a good job of staying alive is Stringer. If nothing else, he's driving up the pitch count.
He stayed on that one, too.
Yep.
Oh.
Thrown
airmail.
Yep. Little overzealous from the dugout there.
Good job right here, Stringer fighting off pitches. Trying to get himself on base, extend the inning.
Really choked up on that bat. There it is, slapped right out to center field. That'll get down, and there's a single. And that's what a
good job of just
that is what effort at the plate will get you.
Yeah, just staying in the at bat the whole way. Don't give up, and that's exactly what he did right there. Stringer getting a hit and getting on base, extending the inning a little bit. See if he can maybe get in motion too.
So now Noah Free's going to step into the box. A little less size than we're used to seeing from Westfield's catcher position. But a good eye looking at one high there. Westfield, like you talked about earlier, Westfield very, very young this year. Whole lot of new faces. Throwback, not in time.
Good job of getting back on the bag. Coach Camp down there coaching up Springer. See if Freeze can move him over.
That one outside.
Making Mask work a little bit here in this bottom of the second. There again.
Yep, low and outside. Now 3-0 to Freeze.
Right. Putting pressure on him. If he walks, Freeze. Now he's got runners on base, 2 of them, a runner in scoring position, and you've elevated his pitch count. That's where danger zone can happen.
You have Childry coming up to bat at that point.
Well, you're thinking if you're Mask, you got 2 quick outs in the inning, and you're thinking I'm getting out of this inning, and then all of a sudden it's 3-0 with a runner on first base.
And that one way high. Didn't even have to think about that one.
Right.
The 4-pitch walk to Freeze.
So now you got 2 runners on, and Zane Childry coming to the plate.
Yep, a chance to help himself here. Now we're going to have a nice batting glove sticking out of his back pocket. Umpire having him fix that.
And you sure could put a lot of stress on them as far back as the first baseman's playing if you could push a bunt down the line there.
Ty Shelton going to come in to courtesy run. Not very often you see the catcher and the pitcher in your 8 and 9. Well, yeah, I guess you see pitchers in 9 holes all the time, but
right. Especially in the pros, obviously.
That one way outside.
Mask having trouble finding his release right now.
Yep.
He's really all over the place.
He hasn't thrown a strike in
5 pitches.
5 pitches, yep.
Right.
Sun's starting to peek out from behind the clouds, though.
Right here, if you're Childry, you got to make him,
that one thrown into center field. No way to advance, though.
I mean, he threw that in line with the B on baseball out there in center field.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't anywhere close. And that's what he's doing to the plate. He's can't find his release point right now. He released that wide right. Shortstop coming and playing in behind. And there's a base hit.
Yep, that one served right into the gap, and that will bring home a run.
Good job right there by
Bring
Childry.
home at least one. Still rolling, just now getting to the ball. He's coming home
too.
Yep. Throw to the plate, not nearly in time.
What a great piece of hitting right there.
Yep. So the RBI double from the pitcher. Childry helps himself out. Now Westfield with a 2-0 lead. Right. And all of that with 2 outs.
And that worked as a kind of a defensive positional double right there. It really wasn't. It should have been a single, I guess is what I'm saying. But ball hit into the gap. That helped him out. And then the center fielder was playing a little bit up, and it got past him. So just like that, Westfield on top with 2 outs and a rally that sprung from pretty much nothing.
Yep. Now Westfield came up and 2 swinging strikeouts to start the inning. It looked like it was going to be over in a hurry. And then William Stringer got a single. Noah Freeze looked at 4 pitches to get a walk, and a 2 RBI double for the pitcher Zane Childry.
Well, Mask had to take a little off to try to find some location, and when he did, Westfield took advantage.
Nubbed off the end of the bat, slow roller picked up, and that'll make the play. So Vining grounds out to the end of the inning, but Westfield puts 2 up on the board. They lead 2-0 going into the top of the 3rd here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Houston Healthcare is an award-winning multifaceted healthcare provider with locations throughout Houston County, including 2 hospitals, 3 urgent care med stops, Women's Center, Heart Institute, surgery and rehabilitation services, and a variety of physician practices, serving the needs of residents and patients from all over Central and South Georgia. With over 2,000 healthcare professionals committed to providing the best possible healthcare for our community. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care, closer to home.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Hornets' Nest. Starting the third inning, Piedmont up to bat first. They will roll to the top of the order. Brody Anderson, John Reasoner, and Cameron Mobley.
Westfield on top 2-0. Yeah, he offered it.
Did he go? Gonna check.
Nah.
No swing. It was real close. It was real close.
Look like a Bob Daltrey call down there.
I'll tell him you said that.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
That one fouled off.
He'd have got it right. He'd have called it a strike. Sir Robert Daltrey would have got that one correct.
He's, where is he? He's down in Cordele right now.
Uh-oh. What's he doing in Cordele?
He's umpiring, I think.
Wow. Such is the season.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Big 12-6 curveball.
So that's a little Max Fried right there.
Mm-hmm.
That thing looping in there.
Man, I'm so ready for baseball to start.
Right. I'm ready to see the Braves play. After last season's somewhat of a tease.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to see them. As that one
fired that one into the backstop.
Wild thing gets away from Freeze there.
Shadows about to start creeping across the infield. Might make this interesting.
Right. We may see the temperatures rise a little bit more than expected. That one curved in the dirt.
Yep. That was more of your swing and miss curveball.
It says 63 degrees or 62 right now. The high is 63, so we're about right where we need to be. Hopefully those clouds stay away and we don't get any more wind.
Fouled back. Full count here for Brody Anderson.
Yeah, just a good job of staying alive, fighting off pitches. And, again, this is kind of what Westfield was able to do in the previous inning, and that's just make Mass throw more pitches, and eventually you're going to get one that you like. Childry's just got to hone in and try to throw strikes. Don't give up a walk if you can help it.
That one fouled back, and it'll go out of play.
Yeah, just keep pounding that strike zone.
Mm-hmm. They say more often than not, high school hitters will get themselves out if you just throw strikes at them.
All right. You obviously got to know who you can test and who you can't, but
grounded right through the pitcher's legs.
What a play.
Yeah, what a great play that was. Wow.
Now, he looks smooth out there at shortstop now, don't he?
Yeah, he does. Ryan Powers with a great play. And like I said earlier, Ryan Powers, good-looking shortstop.
Now, they didn't look too good on the throw around there as that one went out into left center field, but
it's fine.
Just make sure you make the throws when it counts.
Yeah.
Good play right there by the shortstop. Had the strikeout from the plate, but defensively doing a great job out there.
Now John Reasoner going to come on and try to make something happen with one out. Stares on one there.
And that was a big get right there for Childry because it was a good at bat from Anderson, and Childry won the battle. Help from his shortstop.
There's that curveball again.
Yeah, I like how he's throwing at that front elbow and just kind of breaking it off. He's not hanging it except for the one, and there's not a whole lot you can do with that unless you just rip it down the line there and it barely stays fair.
Ooh, got him leaning. 3-pitch strikeout to Reasoner.
Good pitching right there by Childry, and just like that, Westfield's got 2 outs in the inning, and if you're Childry, you got to learn from what Mask went through last inning. Go ahead and shut the door on this one. Don't give any hope. Pitch to contact, make them put it in play, let your defense work behind you.
Fastball to the outside corner, didn't catch it.
Yeah, he got a little giddy up on that one.
He gunned it.
There you
Same
go.
pitch over his head. Powers with another great play.
Wow.
And a good stretch from your first baseman over there. That will end the inning.
What a play by Powers.
Yeah, it was. 6-3 puts out the inning. We'll come back. Westfield going to try and add to a 2-0 lead when we come back right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
Welcome back to the Hornets Nest, getting ready for the start of the bottom of the third. Westfield coming back up. They will have hitters 2, 3, and 4 coming to the plate. Jake Canterbury to lead off.
Well, you couldn't have asked for much more there in the last third of that inning for Westfield, scoring 2 runs with 2 outs.
Yeah, Ryan Powers making 2 really nice plays. One of them to end the inning, and the other one to save a base runner.
All right, and you kind of force Mass to pitch further into that inning than he wanted to.
And another one low.
And again, like we said there in the last inning for Mask, he's just having trouble with his release point. You can tell that he's not comfortable.
Ooh, that one served in the center. No. Caught. Good job by the center fielder. Played it well off the bat.
Right. He took that back step, made sure that he didn't get beat deep because the ball was hit right at him on a line, and then came in, was able to make the catch there. But
so Gray Brandon, he singled his first time up.
Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to play a
Major League Baseball game
on the Field of Dreams field, because if you build it, they will come.
Right. Brandon looks at a strike there.
If you stream it, they will play. I'm just kidding. Ooh.
Hey, he ducked out of the way of that one.
That's where you got to fall on the ground, act like you got shot. Right in the left shoulder.
Just wear it right in between the shoulder blades.
Just roll around writhing in pain and see if you can't get a
freebie.
Hey, basketball players do it. I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah. And most of the time it works. Ooh, that one served right up the middle, and that'll be a single for Gray Brannon.
I can tell you one thing. Westfield's starting to time him up a little bit, and right now you can tell he's had to take a little bit off to find some location, and he has found some location. But the Hornets are on him right now. The last couple innings, you've seen a double. You saw a single to get things going there with Stringer, and then you saw the line out there to start the inning here out to center field, but nice hit right there by Gray Brannon, and he's on first base with an out. Cole Miller at the plate. See if the cleanup hitter can get things going here for the Hornets again. Brannon just with a
and another big lead for Gray Brannon. That one thrown high.
And this probably Mass doesn't like. He knows he's got to pay attention to Brannon over there at first base. He's having trouble with his release, and Westfield's starting to hit him a little bit. So you got probably a lot of thoughts going through Piedmont's pitcher's head right now.
And that one rolled to third. Got one, did not get the other. He beat out the play at first, so a fielder's choice is going to take care of Gray Brannon.
Right, and Cole probably hitting himself right there. He had a good pitch to drive, and he just missed it.
Now Billy Jack going to come up.
That's key right there for Mass because he was reeling a little bit and able to get that little dribbler. Second baseman lucky there on the turn, though. It looked like his foot maybe came up a little early. They probably maybe gave him, what do you call it, the area call or whatever?
The on-area rule or something like that.
I don't know if they have that, and I know in the pros they do, but just as a protection measure. But he was maybe
that one served into center field, going back, now settling and underneath it, and that'll take care of the Hornets in the third. So we will go to the fourth inning. Westfield still with a 2-0 lead right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there, and he does a great job. And I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game, and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my...
Welcome back to the Hornets' Nest. Start of the fourth inning. Jeb Satterfield, the big, tall lefty first baseman, to lead off here for the Piedmont Cougars.
He's scary looking.
He's a tall glass. Yeah, what is it? Tall drink of water.
Right. I think you normally say that about a lady, though. I don't know if you want another guy wants you to say that about him, but
he's really tall, boy. There's a lot of him.
Yeah, he's a tall guy. Man,
so two on the outside corner, one a curveball, one a fastball, and
Childry just pounding the zone right now. I like it, man. Working fast, pounding the zone, getting outs, kicking butt, taking names.
Reached out and fouled that one off.
Satterfield just trying to stay alive. That's probably ball one right there, but he's not taking anything close. And that was too close for his comfort, so he's going to swing at it.
Hey, he's got a big strike zone.
Right. You're right about that. I'd get inside in on his hands if I could.
Big swing and a miss, and Childry strikes him out.
How impressive. And I've heard that he was pretty impressive Saturday as well, Childry. So back-to-back starts here for Childry, and he's so far looked very good.
Gavin Mass coming up. He was hit by a pitch on the on the first pitch of the at-bat last time up. I'm sure Childrey wants to do a little bit better this time. That one pops straight up.
Straight up the chute.
Yep, Power's not even going to have to get off the dirt.
Tell you what, that shortstop out there, that is a smooth-looking operator out there at shortstop. I'm telling you what, he has got the defensive fundamentals down to a T. And as y'all mentioned last inning, just he glides to the ball. Reminds me how when Andrew Jones used to play in the center field for the Braves, just glide.
There's that 12-6 curveball again. Didn't catch the zone. Hudson Reed, the third baseman.
My watch is telling me that I'm almost there. I need to keep moving.
Yeah, I just got the same thing. That one on the inside corner.
Tell you what, that Westfield baseball out there, that looks really good, man.
It does. That batter's eye?
I've always liked that the last couple of years since they've got that up. Probably need a little bit of refurbishment on the old scoreboard out there at some point, but
that one bounced in front of the plate.
It's looking a little faded. I'm sure the sun probably beating down on it doesn't help.
Mm-hmm. It's still working well, though.
Yeah, it's the right. It's just you got that pretty old bright crisp hunter green out there in the lettering. That ball's outside.
Yeah, another one that didn't go the full 60 feet.
And here's Childrey. He's got to really bear down here because he doesn't want to put a runner on with 2 outs. And he slipped there.
So a 5-pitch walk.
Yeah, this is where you
Hudson
need
Reed.
And this is where you need maybe an infielder to come in and talk to Childrey. Just say, hey man, you're good. Let's get this out. Let's get in the inning and get some more runs, or get in the dugout and get some more runs. Don't overthink.
He has David Bishop up, who sacrificed last time and now lifts one out to right center. Got to talk about it, but they do get under it.
Good
and
play.
That will end the inning.
Nice communication, and Westfield gets out of this inning.
Yep, so we will go to the bottom of the 4th when we come back right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
What I like about Westfield is just the family atmosphere that we have here. The teachers are just great, the coaches are great.
Even though I was not here when I started school, I came in and it was like everyone acted like I had been here the whole time. It's an environment where everyone just accepts you and wants to get to know you like they would have known you, like all of their friends that have been here since the beginning of grade school.
I just like the atmosphere that you have here. Everybody, they truly care about you.
Everyone in my grade, we're so close together. I think of them as my brothers and sisters almost, because they know me so well and I know them so well.
I think the most important thing that happened to me when I spent my time in Westfield is that I actually become a Christian, and then I actually find my faith, and I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith to.
We're set to lead it off for the Hornets. He struck out swinging his first time up, but that immediately led to a rally.
I'd like to see him get on base. We know he's got some good wheels.
There it is, bunted straight back to the pitcher. Not going to get on with that.
Nope, but you can see the speed. He just didn't really get that one executed down the line like he wanted to. If that gets about 3 or 4 feet to the left, that's trouble.
Now Will Stringer set to come up. He had a really long at bat that ended in a single his first time up.
Right, it really started that rally that netted the 2 runs that Westfield has right now, 2-0, and see if he can replicate.
That ball high.
I like his patience at the plate, recognizing the elevation and not swinging at anything outside of the zone.
Swing and a miss on that one.
He liked that pitch, you could tell. Coach Fitz telling him some instruction. He's shaking his head like, yeah, I missed that one.
That one ripped down the right field line. That's fair. Into the corner. Still running, headed for second. He will get there standing up. Nope, he'll slide in, but he could have stood up.
Tell you what, Stringer.
Yeah, that's this youngster.
Stringer's got a good-looking swing, as Mr. Dale just mentioned, making good pitch selections as far as which to hit, and he's been the offensive catalyst for Westfield so far. He's really putting pressure on the defense, turning on that one down the line. Now you got Freeze at the plate. He had a big double the last time, did he?
No, he walked on 4 pitches.
Oh, that's right, that's right. He walked and then a double to Childry.
So a double with 1 out. Now runner in scoring position here. Ball 1 to Freeze. He's looked at 5 pitches, all 5 have been balls. Big swing and a miss there. Wanted to pull that one down the other way.
That one low.
Like you said, Mask just seems to lose a little bit of his control when he gets to this part of the order. High and inside, got him to chase it.
Good job of fighting it off there.
Fouled off, stayed alive. Two count here. That one fouled off again. Bottom of the order putting a lot of miles on Mask in this one.
Yeah, I mean, that's what good hitters do. They really fight hard in the count. They don't give anything cheapy, if you will. So don't swing at stuff way out of the zone. And when they do get behind, they choke up on that bat and foul off a bunch of pitches. You watch it at the major league level. That's something you'll hear. Man, that was such a professional at bat, or, what a great at bat from, like 10, 11, 12 pitch at bats. And that's what we're seeing out of, obviously, Stringer and then now Freeze.
That one's served, and that's going to just foul. About 5 feet foul.
All right. And here's where the pressure kind of shifted right there, getting to 3-2 instead of it being 2-2. Now the pitcher really has to come to you. Yep. I mean, he can't.
He has to throw a strike here.
Right. So, I mean, you're probably, unless it's just way out of the zone, you're going to be more than likely swinging. So you're sitting kind of dead red on something in the zone. Now, the only thing that may get you is if you throw something off speed.
No.
And he swung at ball 4.
He swung. All 3 of his swings and misses were at high and inside pitches.
Yep, he swung at ball 4 there, and he's going to look back at that at bat and say, man, kind of gave him 2 strikes there in that count.
And I think he knows it too. Zane Childry going to come up again with 2 outs. Now only 1 runner in scoring position, but a chance to add to his lead again. He's got all 2 RBIs in this game.
I can guarantee you Freeze told himself not to swing at something like that, but it's one thing to tell yourself and another thing to have that ball right there, as that one's a strike right down the plate.
Yeah, that one came right down 75.
That ball looks right at your eyes, so appetizing, but you just, it's so hard to get your hands up there to the ball.
Ooh, that one at the head. Childry's probably saying, I didn't mean to hit you, man.
Right.
He'll step off and chase the runner back.
Maskey's probably more upset about the double that he had off of him 2 innings ago, other than, or besides being hit. Oh, he got out in front of it. Yeah. He was way out in front of that one.
A little bit of off-speed action. Thing is that his fastball has some heat. He just doesn't always know where it's going. Ooh, that one must have been low.
Yep. Umpire hadn't really been given a whole lot low. Close.
Deuces Wild on the scoreboard. Yeah, that one caught the outside corner. And that will sit Westfield down. Westfield gets 1 to second, but no further. Still 2-0. Westfield will head to the 5th inning right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again in my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there. And he does a great job, and I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
Welcome back here to the Hornets' Nest. Start of the 5th inning here. Starting with the bottom of the order for the Piedmont Cougars. It's going to be Tanner Locklear and Ryan Holder to start off. Then they will roll back to the top with Brody Anderson. I was about to say, he threw that one way outside, but they're practicing pitch outs. That's fair.
Leading off the Cougar field, right fielder, number 14, Tanner Locklear.
So Locklear to lead off. He flew out to center his first time up. That one fouled back and out of play.
Yeah, I don't think they're getting to that one.
That one may end over in the softball field. Whew. Right down Broadway. And Locklear just stared at it.
Childry has been throwing a gem so far, knock on wood.
Mm-hmm. Not only did you say it, you actually did it.
Mm-hmm. Little high.
Yeah.
Trying to get him to chase. Piedmont's been pretty good at the plate about not chasing, but Childry just been all around the zone.
Ooh, that curveball again.
Good pitch right there again.
Does he have two different curveballs, or are they just some of them are better than others?
Probably the latter. Some of them just break off a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Some of them look pretty 12-6, and others look to have a little more lateral movement to them. Slider. That's what it is. That's what he's doing. Yep. Threw it again there.
It's making me wonder what could have been if James would have been healthy this year. You got him and Childry, and that'd have been a good rotation at least starting too.
I'll tell you what the real shame is. You're never going to see what last year's team would have done.
Well, that's true.
And those guys were poised to make quite a run.
This squad's got a little bit of grit to them too.
They do.
It's a different attack, but I definitely see them getting better and better as the year goes on.
That one served, gets past the second baseman into right field. And that'll be a long single.
Nothing wrong with that if you're children. You got to tip your hat sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Good piece of hitting.
Catcher number 3, Brody Anderson.
It's like Mr. Dale said, we'll go back to the top of the order and Brody Anderson. One on and one out. He has struck out and grounded out.
Great job by Freeze right there getting in front of that ball.
Yeah, first real play we've seen from him. First real tough play.
Right.
And he handled it pretty well.
You got to prevent that runner from getting in scoring position. It's only a 2-0 lead. As much as it seems like Westfield has been on top in this game, and they have, there's not a whole lot of separation right now.
Now chasing back. That was not the most graceful dive I've ever seen. Thrown high.
I wouldn't even worry about that runner right now. Don't let him affect your at bat here with the hitter.
That one thrown into the dirt and outside. It's now a 3-1 hitter's count. I imagine he's got a green light. Not sure what kind of power Anderson has, but could tie it with one swing here. Runner goes, lifted into right field.
He's going to be doubled up.
And that will be well done. That
Good
will end the
job
inning.
by the right fielder. The base runner's got to look up in that situation.
Yep.
That'll end the inning, Brent. And
Yep, it sure will. Had to put it in my scorebook first.
No, you're good. Westfield will strand a runner, so we'll take a quick break. That one hit, no runs, and one left on base. You're watching Westfield Hornet Baseball right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Houston Healthcare is an award-winning, multifaceted healthcare provider with locations throughout Houston County, including 2 hospitals, 3 urgent care med stops, Women's Center, Heart Institute, surgery and rehabilitation services, and a variety of physician practices, serving the needs of residents and patients from all over Central and South Georgia, with over 2,000 healthcare professionals committed to providing the best possible healthcare for our community. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care, closer to home.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
stay inside the car. We can be loud and nobody tells us to be quiet.
That's like a shoulder compliment.
Nobody's judging you for what you order. You can get one of everything if you want.
When you're in the truck, it's judgment free.
There's no such thing as a pretty eater.
You're a pretty messy eater.
I'm more of like a neat eater.
Fiber can eat in the car, so nobody can see that. Oh my God.
How are you guys eating so slow? I'm almost done.
No, you have a giant mouth. There's no such thing as a pretty eater.
You're a pretty messy eater.
I'm more of like a neat eater.
Fiber can eat in the car, so nobody can see that. Oh my God.
How are you guys eating so slow? I'm almost done.
No, you have a giant mouth. There's no such thing as a pretty eater.
You're a pretty messy eater.
I'm more of like a neat eater.
Fiber can eat in the car, so nobody can see that. Oh my God.
How are you guys eating so slow? I'm almost done.
No, you have a giant mouth.
Welcome back here to the Hornets' Nest. Pitching change for the Cougars. The second baseman, Ryan Holder, going to take over on the mound. And Gavin Vining going to lead off for Westfield. Top of the order back up. Not a whole lot of success there, except for first baseman Gray Brannon, who has 2 singles, and Vining fouls that one off. Again, I really would love to see Vining get on the base path. That might do it. Did that get him? No.
I don't know if he would have stayed there, it would have got him. Definitely.
Yeah, but we talked about he's a really good quarterback, really good running quarterback on the football team. Had a lot of fun watching him play as a mostly an off the bench rebounder in basketball. A lot of speed in him. Has not been able to get on base yet, though. That one way outside. Started to break a little bit, but not nearly enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's why he's at the top of the lineup. You want to try to get that speed on, and right now he's had a couple opportunities, but just haven't been able to get on. And that one rips down.
Just missed.
The right field line.
Made solid contact, just missed going straight down the line.
And that's the idea from Coach Fitch. You can tell he wants to try to get, and we saw it the last time we broadcasted, which was last Friday against Glenwood out of Alabama. He got on base to start the game, and he got to second by the second pitch in the second at bat.
That one thrown inside. Good stop by the catcher.
So, I mean, it's basically like a double if he gets on base. You know, I mean, he's going to get down to second.
And now looking at a full count, has worked his way back into this at bat. That one high and away and draws a walk. Good at bat. Gets a base out of it.
Designated hitter number 4, Jake Canterbury.
And Jake Canterbury, who has made solid contact but hasn't been able to get on yet. And they'll chase back Gavin. Time called here. We're going to get another pitching change.
Really?
Yeah, that was quick.
Well.
And yeah, neither pitcher nor catcher is really sure why.
That's interesting. I mean, Canterbury hasn't done a whole lot to speak of in the game, so it can't be you wouldn't think it's
not a situational thing.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go have him pitch to the lefty, but then why would you have your right-handed pitcher out there to pitch to a lefty?
He's going lefty-lefty.
Yep.
So I guess we can stay here, whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
he's going to be 7 pitches probably.
Yep. David Bishop going to come on and pitch. First lefty we've seen.
If everything is that first pitch, it's almost like a pitching machine delivery. It's completely over the top. that glove. Kind of see.
Yeah, it kind of angles his body almost parallel to the ground.
Right.
And delivers over his shoulder. We'll stay here, like you said. There's a limited number of pitches he has to warm up.
So we'll get going. An odd time to change pitchers, but they're going lefty-lefty matchup, I guess. No, lefty-righty.
Lefty-righty, yeah.
Sorry. I forgot Canterbury's not a lefty.
Yeah,
I'm thinking Gavin.
You pulled in your righty to pitch to a lefty, then pulled him out for a lefty to pitch to a right-handed batter.
Right.
It's an interesting decision. We'll see if it works.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
Yep, I was about to say the same thing.
Off.
What is that from again?
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball. That's another thing Mr. Dale just pointed out. Gavin trying to hold Gavin. It did not work at all.
Not at all. If that was the goal, it completely did not pan out.
Yeah.
He had that from the word go.
He was halfway down the line before the pitch ever reached the catcher's mitt.
Well, third baseman's not even paying attention either.
That one hit the other way, but out of play.
Third baseman better be paying attention, I'm telling you. I wonder why. Well, I guess you don't necessarily need to. You got Gavin out there.
Ooh, that one thrown to the backstop, and Gavin's going to take third.
I was thinking maybe you might think about bunting there, but you don't really need to. You got him on the base path. Now, if you're Coach Fitz, you're telling Gavin, look, we know you got the speed, man. Just be careful.
Yeah, don't get yourself out here.
Let's don't get out at the plate. We got no outs. The ball gets way away from the catcher, then you're going.
That one served out of bounds. 2-2. Yeah, like you say, no outs, no reason to get super anxious here. And Gavin doesn't need that deep of a fly ball to make it to home. Ooh, that one just about hit him.
Right. Which, for Piedmont, putting him on first base wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Yep.
It probably also backs them up on a potential next at bat.
That one served right over the pitcher's throwing shoulder, and that is a RBI single for Jake Canterbury.
That's scary right there.
Yep.
For the pitcher. Man, that was ripped right back up the middle.
Yeah, that was hit a lot harder than it was thrown. Well, Westfield pads that lead a little bit, and now Gray Brand, who is 2 for 2, going to come up to bat with a runner on first and one in.
Tell you what, just Westfield playing some good baseball today. I mean, that's about all you can really say.
Steal attempt here, long throw.
Ooh, Canterbury's got a slide earlier than that. He's going to tear up his knee. That must have been his middle school coach who taught him that. I just got a text from my buddy. He's watching this. He said, I coached him in middle school, so I'm telling him. Must have been his middle school coach who taught him how to slide. Ooh, I think Brandon offered. No, he offered. It's about like the earlier one that didn't get called.
Big swing and a miss. Wanted all of it, got none of it.
Hear his dad down there. Come on, he's slow. Talking about the pitcher. Gray's all out in front of it. Right here, he's got to stay back.
That one bounced on the plate.
Maybe that was Cole who said it. Chris just said I taught him that. He waited till he got about 2 feet to the bag to slide.
That one down the third base line. That's fair. Still trickling down the line. Headed for second. Throw coming in, and that is an RBI double for Gray Brannon. And Westfield starting to time up this pitcher.
Right, and I was about to say, if Gray didn't get on second, there's something wrong because he takes about 4 steps and he should be turning first base.
So now Cole Miller going to come up with nobody out, 1 runner on second, and 2 runs already in. Westfield has doubled the lead and still nobody out in the inning.
Yeah, I have him for 7 hits so far in the game. I don't know if that's unofficial. Obviously, I could be off, but
well, we had a disagreement on 1 hit in the first.
I gave it to Gray.
I did too.
We're gonna go with Mr. Dale. He did not. He gave it an error, but nonetheless, Gray Brandon's been up 3 times. He's been on base 3 times.
Yep. That's a ball in the dirt.
Cole Miller just missed the last time he was up with runners on base. He's hoping he can put a charge in one.
That one rolls to the backstop. And Gray's going to advance on the wild pitch. We'll call it a pass ball, actually. It went through the catcher's legs.
Right through the wickets.
Right through the wickets. So now a runner on third. Cole Miller, if he can get under it a little bit, can bring home another run. Another one in the dirt.
My buddy Chris said the hit, not the slide, is what he taught him. Taught him the hit.
3-0 count, and hasn't been close so far. If I'm Cole Miller, I'm not taking the bat off my shoulder.
Yeah, you don't offer it anything right here. You can just take all the way. I mean, you want to hit, but for a hitter like Cole, he's probably thinking, but you can't.
He's probably throwing you that same pitch again.
Right. So just time it up.
Dial it in and rip it. There it was. Lifted it. Got underneath it. Not quite deep enough, but
they're having trouble with it.
Yep, they couldn't find it. That will bring home a run.
The sun's coming in from that side. I wonder if they had a little trouble with the sun as well. So good job right there. If nothing else, that's a productive out.
Oh, yeah.
Sacrifice fly to deep. Left center field gets a run in, and Westfield on top 5-0. So now Billy Jack's got to try to get the rally started again here for the Hornets.
Yep. And that's all Cole needed to do there. You added a 3rd run in the inning.
Well,
and Billy Jack
hit
a strike.
He hit it to that spot that we talk about, kind of that power alley out there, and he really just missed it.
Got up underneath it just a little bit.
If he centers that ball up a little bit more, that one's out there in that truck out there where those guys are sitting.
That's one of the best things. That's one of my favorite things about high school baseball is just all the trucks lined up on the outfield fence. Westfield should have a couple of bases given on hit by pitches this game that they just have ducked out of the way of. Which is what you should do. I'm not saying they shouldn't. That one lifted straight up, foul territory. Will it get out?
Trouble. Nope, got it.
Yep.
He was concerned to me. It looked like he had kind of a misstep over there. He was able to gather himself enough. He used the fence over there to lean up against as well to make sure he knew where he was.
Popped it straight up to Hudson Reed, the 3rd baseman. I thought it was going to get out off his bat. Then I'll bring up Ryan Powers. Has had a great day defensively, not so much offensively. 0 for 2 so far.
Ooh, and
that'll do it.
That's not who you wanted to put on base.
Nope.
Center fielder, number 18, Will Stringer.
And the hottest man on the planet for Westfield.
Yeah. A single and a double.
Yeah, I mean, he's been on it today from the plate. You got to think Ryan will be in motion.
They'll throw it back. Just let them know that they're thinking about him.
I think Gavin's probably your straight out fastest. Gray Brandon probably gives you another really speedy guy. Ryan is probably he kind of runs like a gazelle.
Yep. And he's running here.
No way.
Yep.
He was on the bag before the ball even got at the cutout.
That was a good slide.
Swung right. He's trying to get on that.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like he was a little out in front of the previous pitch. 0-2 though. Runner in scoring position down at second. Westfield's already got 3 runs this inning.
Ooh. That was a half-hearted attempt at a pitch. That was kind of
like
weird.
He got fooled on that one.
Yeah. So that will end the inning, but Westfield pushes 3 across and makes the lead 5-0. We will head to the 6th right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
I use ice cream as kind of for medicinal purposes, you know. It just puts me in a good mood.
This would be so good for dinner.
Very crispy, spicy.
A little tang.
El crunch.
El crunch.
There's a lot of bacon on this thing. It's just oozing.
Delicious.
I just want dessert.
Give me some.
Very indulgent.
Now, this is delicious.
Shaky goodness.
And the nice crunch.
Oh, that's dangerous.
What about the tots? Tots are everything.
I use ice
Houston Healthcare is an award-winning multifaceted healthcare provider with locations throughout Houston County, including 2 hospitals, 3 urgent care med stops, Women's Center, Heart Institute, surgery and rehabilitation services, and a variety of physician practices, serving the needs of residents and patients from all over Central and South Georgia, with over 2,000 healthcare professionals committed to providing the best possible healthcare for our community. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care, closer to home.
Welcome back to the Hornets' Nest. Start of the 6th inning here. Westfield with a 5-0 lead after a really good bottom of the 4th to more than double that lead. And Childry going to come back on and try to finish this thing out in this inning and probably the next. I don't know. He's pitched a whale of a game so far.
I would suspect his pitch count is probably in a decent position right now.
Coming up will be John Reasoner, then Cameron Mobley, and Jeb Satterfield.
I mean, it really has to be all about.
That one grounded. Powers, good dig, throw over to first on time.
Go ahead and call him the vacuum man over there at shortstop. He's just scooping them up.
I'll let you have that one.
Scooping them up and bopping them on the head. All this field mice out there. Like that.
I think he snow-coned that one a little bit too.
Yeah, I think he thought it was going to give him a hop as he charged it. That's the one thing that he does so well, you can tell. He doesn't let the ball play him. He goes and gets it. And a lot of times, even if you don't come up with it cleanly and you're attacking the ball like that, you still have an opportunity because everything's kind of going forward towards the first base side of things. So quickly 2-0. What you making that face for, man?
Nothing.
Did you hurt your finger or something?
Nah, I'm good. 2-0 count here. That one lifted. That'll go foul. Let's see if it stays in play. See if anybody can get to it. Nope.
Yeah, it stayed in the confines, just in no man's land. Powers gave chase. Wasn't able to get there. He was probably about the only one who had a shot. Left fielder is way out there. Is that Billy Jack out in left field?
I think so. Yeah.
2-1 the count. Just couldn't get that to break back.
Nope. So now a 3-1 count here to Cameron Mobley.
I think if I'm Childry, I give him something to hit here. Maybe he gets himself out.
Nope.
Rather see a hit than a walk.
Right.
Jeb Satterfield.
As that brings up Jeb Satterfield.
And you're pitching with 5 outs on your mind right here. So if you give up something deep, you'll take that for an opportunity to get an out.
Yep. Oh, good play. Throw back to first, not in time.
But
a great play by, who is that, Cole Miller over there?
Right. Good awareness to snap throw back. Just he didn't get far enough off the bag. But still, you like the headiness right there, your third baseman. Be aware of where to go with the ball. It's one thing baseball coaches always talk about. Think about what you're going to do if the ball comes to you.
That one didn't catch the inside.
But again, going back to that, that's a case right there. Childry pitching a contact and allowing the hitter get himself out. Didn't give him anything to drive, but gave him something that they could put in play, and his defense works behind him. I guess Mask on tap for the loss if this holds up. 4 outs remaining in the game. Westfield on top, 5-0. 2 outs here in this inning. Runner on first base, but right now with a 5-run lead, Westfield's not concerned about that runner.
Ooh, that one ripped down the third base line, but foul.
Mask. He turned on that one, but that's just a long strike.
A very fast, kind of scary for Cole Miller over there, strike.
Right.
That's why they call it the hot corner.
Yeah, that's true. The hot Kona.
That one popped up.
It's a long run for Vining.
Yep.
Good play.
Oh, yeah. Who is that?
That is the second baseman he's been DH for. That is
Lane Meadows.
Yeah, Lane Meadows. Great play out there by Meadows. So
I don't think he was the closest one to it, but he had the best angle.
Right.
So that'll sit. That will sit down the Cougars, and Westfield will come back up for hopefully their last at bat when we come back right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
What I like about Westfield is just the family atmosphere that we have here. The teachers are just great, the coaches are great.
Even though I was not here when I started school, I came in and it was like everyone acted like I had been here the whole time. It's an environment where everyone just accepts you and wants to get to know you like they would have known you, like all of their friends that have been here since the beginning of grade school.
I just like the atmosphere that you have here. Everybody, they truly care about you.
Everyone in my grade, we're so close together. I think of them as my brothers and sisters almost, because they know me so well and I know them so well.
I think the most important thing that happened to me while I spent my time in Westfield is that I actually become a Christian, and then I actually find my faith, and I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith to.
I really wanted to do something like that, I'm sure I could.
Nah, probably not.
Welcome back to the Hornets' Nest. Start of the bottom of the 6th, or just the bottom of the 6th if you prefer. Westfield coming back up. They poured 3 runs onto their lead in the last inning. Now coming back, trying to add even more. Noah Freeze, Zane Childry, and Gavin Vining will be your 3 here. Trey Hardy, I'm just learning, is going to come in for Freeze.
We got a new pitcher, don't we? Number 10 for Piedmont.
Hudson Reed has been playing third base.
It's not Reed Hudson?
No. He's a...
I know, I'm messing with Mr. Dale.
He's a last name, first name kind of guy.
Mr. Dale said before the game his son had a buddy who used to come over to his house all the time. His name was Hudson Reed. No, Reed Hudson. And he said he's going to mess that up. Good song there.
Yeah, Won't Back Down. Is that John Petty?
Down.
Tom Petty?
John Petty.
Yeah, John Petty.
You're thinking John Cougar Mellencamp and Tom Petty is what you just mixed up.
Yeah. Isn't John Petty a racer?
No, that'd be
Richard Petty.
Richard Petty and Kyle Petty and yeah, all those Pettys.
All the Pettys.
Right. Bubba Wallace used to drive for Petty Racing, I think. I don't know who he's driving for now.
He's driving Michael Jordan's team.
Oh, he's got a team? Michael Jordan does? Brad Daugherty?
Why wouldn't Michael Jordan have a team?
I'm surprised that Brad Daugherty doesn't have one. Isn't that his? Because he's a big NASCAR fan. He played. Brad Daugherty played at center for North Carolina and then played for the Cavaliers, I think. 3-1 the count.
Yeah, Trey Hardy showing off a decent batter's eye here. Might have been thinking of Tom Hardy.
And you will definitely take a free base.
Yep, from your pinch hitter. That'll bring up Childry.
Number 28.
Sorry, had an end of the week yawn right there.
It is Friday.
And it's contagious. Turned out to be a pretty good afternoon, though.
It is. It feels good out here. It's not overwhelmingly hot, but it's hot enough to where it feels like baseball should be played.
Right, and we've gotten lucky on the wind has really died down from those storms the last couple of days. So good
bunt
bunt
attempt here from Childry. That'll move the runner over. Good job.
Good bunt. It was a little hard back at the pitcher, but still enough to get him advanced. You'll take the advancement for the out there, and Piedmont will take the out as well. But now you roll over to the top of the lineup with a runner in scoring position. And you would think that you may see Gavin Vining do something similar. Get the ball on the ground. You put that third baseman in a predicament with a runner on second if you lay down a bunt here. But he doesn't.
No. He's staying back.
Yeah, I think maybe looking for a big inning here. I was thinking maybe going after an insurance run, but you are already up 5-0.
Yeah. You can afford to pour it on here a little bit if you want to. That one fouled backwards into the net.
I think Gavin's whole look is what I like with Westfield, especially with these black unis. I love the white helmet on that black color scheme.
And that white glove, and he's got the green wristband to tie it all together.
All right, if he had some white shoes, of course the shoes right now, he's got half white, but they're all dark.
I think those shoes used to be white.
Right.
That curveball did not curve very much. And
they're all a little orange tint on the backside. We'll call that his Trump side right there of his shoes. A little orange. Got to stand up.
Oh, his Trump side.
Oh, that's trouble.
You don't get that anywhere else. Grounded to second. Won't be able to beat it out, but he does move the runner over.
Canterbury with the rip back up the middle.
Oh, yeah, it was. Really hard hit.
Scored a run.
Yep.
I've always felt, though, if you scored like 3 or 4 runs in an inning and you left a runner on, that runner left on is not as meaningful as the runner left on with nobody coming home. I bet there's got to be some advanced metric that quantifies that. You know what I mean? You know how baseball is now. They're like every other sport. They've got advanced metric after advanced metric to. Right.
Oh, yeah. That one popped straight up. Might get out.
Good play.
Yep.
Satterfield over there. Great job.
That will end the inning. Yeah, I was about to say, he's got a lot of reach. Able to lean over the fence and grab that one. That will end the inning. Westfield trying to take a 5-0 lead into the showers when we come back right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
What I like about Westfield is just the family atmosphere that we have here. Teachers are just great. The coaches are great.
Even though I was not here when I started school, I came in and it was like everyone acted like I had been here the whole time. It's an environment where everyone just accepts you and wants to get to know you like they would have known you, like all of their friends that have been here since the beginning of grade school.
I just like the atmosphere that you have here. Everybody, they truly care about you.
Everyone in my grade, we're so close together. I think of them as my brothers and sisters almost, because they know me so well and I know them so well.
I think the most important thing that happened to me while I spent my time in Westfield is that I actually become a Christian, and then I actually find my faith, and I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith to.
Welcome back here to the Hornets' Nest. Westfield trying to shut the door here. They have a 5-0 lead as we start the 7th, and Childrey is back on the mound trying to get the final 3 outs. That one lifted up and out into shallow right.
I think Vining's got a bead.
Yep.
Good. 1 pitch, 1 out. You'll take that all day long and twice on Sunday, as they say.
10 times out of 10.
That home plate umpire, he looks familiar. Both of these guys do. But don't look Bob Daughtry familiar. If Piedmont threw a little red in their unis, they'd kind of have that Toronto Blue Jay look to them.
I was thinking kind of Ole Miss.
Yeah. The Ole Miss
I think it's
blue
a
is
shade
a little
of blue,
lighter.
yeah.
I mean, a little darker, sorry.
Right. I love Ole Miss when they break out the
powders?
powder blue, yeah. That one skips off the catcher's mound and rolls into center field, and a single for Hudson Reed.
Did you just say the catcher's mound?
I hope I didn't. Excuse me, that's David Bishop.
Good piece of hitting right there, right back where it was pitched. And Locklear will be at the plate here. And if you're Childrey, that runner on first means absolutely nothing.
Oh, absolutely not. But it would be really fun here to round out the day with Ryan Powers picking up a 6.43.
Yeah, or a 6.3. Just step
or just
on the bag.
a 6.3, yep. That one outside.
Or an unassisted triple play with 2 outs remaining.
Yeah. Catch it, tag the base runner, step on the bag.
Yeah, I was about to say, I saw that when he came out and was wondering when they were going to make him take that off because I didn't think you could have anything on your hand or arm like that. I thought it was a sweatband, but it's actually the batter's band that they use for the calls or whatever. It used to be signs. Now they have wristbands.
That one right down the middle. Took a little bit off of it.
Well, you got to think Piedmont's coach is probably telling them, all right, we're down to our final 3 outs to start this inning. Now we're down to our last 2. Let's make him pitch to us.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to figure they're going to take a strike.
Swing and a miss.
Your goal, if you're Childrey, is to just shut the door as quick as you can.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter if you give up 1 or 2 runs. I mean, you'd love to come away with this with a shutout, but 1 or 2 runs won't kill you.
You just don't want that ball to start rolling.
Yep.
That's what you got to protect against.
Full count now.
Right. And you would prefer not to see 2 runners on base.
And that one way high.
Again, you may see him visit.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me to see a visit here.
There we go. I thought we might see one.
Here's Coach Vitz coming. Hey, you got 1 out. You need 2 more, and we can all go home.
He's not taking him out. This is just a confidence visit.
Mm-hmm.
Just a calm, let's throw strikes, and that was quick.
Yeah, not even...
Pitch selection, or pitch, yeah.
Yeah, throw strikes.
There you go.
There it is.
Yeah, throw about 4 more of that one and get a couple ground balls out to Powers, and let's go have McDonald's. That must have been a little low, but he's been consistent with that call all night. Can't complain about that. Two runners on.
And that one served. That's going to make it into right field. We'll see if it's deep enough to score a run. It will not be. That's a great throw.
Just a flip, too. Now the bases are loaded with 1 out and
3 on.
Yep.
And Childry looks over to the dugout, sees if anybody's coming out. No one is.
Right.
Deal with it.
If he makes the second visit in the same inning, he's got to pull him, doesn't he?
I don't know. I don't know what the rule is there. I think in the majors it's 3, isn't it?
I don't know. I thought if you revisited, you had to pull in the same inning.
There was a strike.
I mean, right there, he's looking over there, but Coach Camp and Coach Fitz are saying, look, you threw a strike. He hit it. It's okay. Let's move on to the next one.
Yep. This is Brody Anderson. We're back at the top of the order.
That's why you have defense behind you. Let them play. 5-0 your score.
That one's served. That'll be scooped up by Cole Miller over to second.
Right. And you give
That's
up the run, but you will give that up for an out.
Yep.
And that creates a vacancy down at second. Runners on the corners now. And John Reesner at the plate.
Yep, you got 2 outs, so you give up the shutout. That's not the worst thing ever.
Hey, you'd rather give that up and get the win than be worried about that and give up the game. Right here, shut this down.
Reesner, who does not have a hit in this game. And they'll chase everybody back with the play that is not illegal in high school.
I have said this before that has never gotten anybody out, but that is not true anymore because I've seen that get the same person out twice in the same game before.
Nice.
I think it was 2 years ago.
Ooh, big swing and a miss from Reesner.
Reesner looked like he kind of stretched across to chase that one. I'm surprised. Most of the Cougar hitters have been making Childry come to them with a strike to start the at-bat. And that one went high. Reesner looks like he's wanting to put this one over the fence, but Childry way ahead, 0-2. Cougars down to their last strike. Runners on first and third and down 4. Finish it off here, Zane.
That one lifted into center, and that'll end it.
So Westfield wins. Great victory right there. Good job pitching around trouble from Zane Childry.
Yeah,
and
a few times.
Tell you what, the Hornets, this is one of their cleanest games we've seen them. We'll go quickly into our Westfield Booster Club postgame show, and we'll give our Sonic player of the game, and I think it's got to be probably 2 folks. William Stringer, their center fielder, especially at the plate, and then what can you say about Zane Childry? Just a great job, good night pitching. He had a good job from the plate as well, had a double in the game, I believe.
Yep.
And Brant, I'll turn it over to you for last thoughts, but this was an impressive outing for Westfield.
Like you said, it's the first time I've got to see a couple of these guys. And like you mentioned, Stringer really solid. Freeze caught really well. He had a couple of really good at-bats. Got on base a few times. Just like you said, a really clean game. Westfield able to strand a lot of runners on base from Piedmont. Great job by Nathan Childry of staying out of trouble for most of the time, and when he got in it, he got out of it pretty quickly. So like you said, just a good game. Westfield wins 5-1.
Right, and you would probably going to see this Piedmont team down the road in the AA ranks making some noise. So a very good win for the Hornets, and you got to think that this is a confidence builder for them. So we'll be back probably next Friday with the next home game. I forget who they play. I think it's Calvary Christian or someone to that effect. So that game, I think, is at 6:30 as well. This one originally tapped for 6:30, and that kind of got moved today. But thanks for tuning in. Brant, thanks for joining us here tonight. I'd like to thank Mandy Langston as well for helping us out on camera. Saying so long here from the Hornets Nest. Westfield wins 5-1 over the Piedmont Cougars. You're watching Westfield Hornet